Um, yeah, thank you, Stephen. You know, what I wanted to share towards the end of this was thinking about my life, because, you know, I am the architect of my own happiness and my own life. I remember growing up in Samoa at a very, very young age. I used to remember lying outside, at night, looking at the skies and dreaming and thinking, one day I'm going to travel to New Zealand. And that was my dream, right? I wanted to travel to New Zealand. Um, and then an opportunity came where I could go to New Zealand, and that was through sitting an English exam through one of the high prestige college in Samoa. And with that, I passed the exam, and then I moved. I think I was only 13 or 14 then. I passed the exam, and I was able then to go to New Zealand. So as you can see, that dream of mine that I had to go to New Zealand, I achieved that by, okay, there was an opportunity for me to do that, sat the exam, my dad paid for my fare, and then I went to New Zealand. So when I got to New Zealand, I had a different dream, which was to go to university, and really just keep going with my education. But then that got changed along the way because my family then became a priority. You know, I wanted to help my family, my siblings in Samoa, bringing them to New Zealand. So all of a sudden, the dream that I had got changed because my priority changed. And then that's what happened. And I didn't do the university, but I knew then that Heavenly Father was going to still bless me because of all those things that I was doing. And then the family came, and they started working, and they started getting my own educations and all that. The dream was still stay in New Zealand and just keep growing my career. But you know what? That got changed again because God had a different plan for me to come to Australia. And, you know, all of that, yes, we have goals. We do have our own dreams and that, but always remember it can get changed. You know, it will change. Like, you know, this is why I always go back to Heavenly Father, like, you know, because He knows what's best for us. But the reason why we walk through those paths is for us to learn, because there will be bumps along the way. There'll be like sometimes we would have barriers, but we need to overcome those barriers. We need to jump over those barriers to get to where we want to go, right? And so let's say, for example, a recent experience where, you know, how like I was sharing with you about my weight loss journey, right? So I've been really good. And this weight loss program that I'm doing, I eat every hour. So I eat something every hour. And so, yes, I lost 6 kilos, but on top of that, I was doing all the walks, everything like that, eat healthy. Then I lost 6 kilos. And then 2-3 weeks, I noticed that I didn't lose any more, although I was sticking to the program, but I wasn't losing any more. And then Julie then said, I'm actually doing this 16-hour fast. You know, it might help you lose weight faster. And then I thought, okay, now I'm going to change. I'm going to shift, right? So just because something that was there in the beginning works, it doesn't mean that it will always work. We always have to be adaptable. We always have to be flexible and change. So when I changed that, Julie, by the way, when I changed my diet, now I'm losing weight again, right? So it is so amazing. You see how like I had a goal, which was, this is the program that I'm sticking to. But because I could see it wasn't working for me, now I'm changing my strategy or my plan or whatever it is. So since changing to the 16-hour fast diet this week, you know, I've lost nearly 2 kilos already just for like the 2 days. Yeah. But I'm still walking and still doing all the good things. So my point is that, yes, we do have dreams and goals, but they can change. But we have to always remember that this change is good, right? And sometimes the change can be a good change, but a bad change. But you know what? That change should make you grow a better person, a stronger person, because trials are there for a reason. Trials are there for us to learn from and to understand how to cope with it in the future if it does happen again. Right? So trials and challenges are there for our own good. They're not there because God doesn't love you. They're there because God loves you. God wants you to grow from those trials and challenges, you know? So that's just another addition to what we're trying to say here, is that it's good to have a goal, but it doesn't mean that you can't change that goal. You can always change it to adapt to what it is, what the life is, and your surrounding environments, you know, because things can happen. Just like, for example, our crowd one, you see how many changes that are coming through. You know, people are complaining left, right, and center that they're losing points if they're not growing their business. But you know what? It's a change. What do we have to do? Growth mindset, right? Growth mindset is, I've got to keep working so that I don't lose the business. I mean, the potential points. It's not crowd one's fault that you've lost your potential points, right? It's my own fault because I'm not growing my business, isn't it? Because the idea about the business is to grow it, right? It's to earn money, it's to earn income. But if we have a business and we are not doing anything, then we're not going anywhere. And then crowd one, by every right, they can take that away from you. So even like yesterday when we did the meeting, I said, 1 year, if you don't touch your business, it'll be gone. You will lose your business. And they all freaked out and went, they have no right. You know, what are the terms and conditions and all of these things, right? And I said, what are you complaining for? You don't go in your business for a year. Well, you want crowd one to use the resources to maintain your business that you're supposed to be working at anyway, right? So yes, there are changes that would come along the way, but those changes will help us grow and learn, yeah, so that we can better ourselves. All right, over to you again, Julie.
Awesome, well done. And yes, Stephen, that was great as well. I think just to always remember that things happen for us to grow, not to us. And that was a big one for me. And I think Josie had a wee ha-ha when she first heard that one. Something else that you could do, baby, well done for what you're doing, is don't forget to visualize. Have that photo of what you want to get to. And, you know, like I've struggled all my life with my weight, and I'm at the best that I've, you know, between now and when I go and do some fasting, I'm at the best that I've ever been. Like last year, I was the smallest. I had a friend actually ask me if I was sick, but it was because I'd been exercising, went on the 16-hour intermittent fasting. So you're only eating in that 8-hour window. And yeah, like it's amazing. If I want to, you know, drop a kilo or two, I just only have one meal, or it's easy for me to actually just go and do a 1 day, you know, water fast. So coming back to results is not from circumstances, it's from our vision. So have a clear vision about what you do want. Our personal worth is infinite with, you know, unique, immeasurable importance. So, you know, you wrote it in the chat there before, Stephen, as well. You know, it's our personal responsibility to take ownership of our life. So just remember, you can have anything you want, just know what you do. What you can do is something that I've done is write your own movie. Be the director of your own movie. Really work out. You know, you can, obviously it's a bit of a fantasy, but put it into, because those fantasies can become real. Interesting. Write a letter. Write a letter from you as a child, what you wanted for your future and where you're at now. Look back and go, have I done what I wanted to achieve? But then go and write a letter for yourself from now, 6 months from now. Where do you want to be 6 months from now? Because that's the power of that. Really helps you to narrow down once again where you want to be in 6 months. I just heard yesterday that, you know, doing a 90-day challenge is sometimes way too much for people. So if we can break it down, what can we do in the next 24 hours? And every day, a good way to do it is to plan your night the night before. So when you get up, you know exactly what you need to do. Yeah. Plan it, you get up, you hit the ground running. Maddie, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, up and away he goes. So that's something that, you know, we can incorporate into. I had 5 hours sleep last night, woke at 8 o'clock. I'm like, what's that all about? So And then I sent Josie a message saying, okay, Josie, I'm going to help you out and I'll help you to do the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What is it? The hustle. So I'm going to have a chat with her. So yeah, definitely, you know, work out what you want for your life. Please pop some cameras on and also please open up and have a share. Otherwise I'll do the Queenie trick and I'm going to throw the Jandor. Karameli, come on, love.
Good morning, everyone. I haven't been opening my camera for a long time, but that's all good. I have been busy driving Uber as always. But I really appreciate the fact that all of you leaders are out there helping everybody. We're all doing our best. And I think it's all about your personal best. It's not about anybody else's best, but it's your personal best. I do set my goals. It's basically around physical, financial, and spiritual or emotional. Network marketing has helped me a lot to grow. I have been in network marketing now since I was 27. And just like baby, I was 13 or 12 when I came to New Zealand. I had a goal because I want to go to New Zealand. And I came to New Zealand and all my brothers and my sisters looked after me. And I learned and grew from that. And I've been very independent for a long time. But being in network marketing has helped my personal growth because I was very shy, or still am, and learned how to speak in front of the room and without feeling nervous and stuff. And when I joined that network marketing company, I left my job after 9 years at the bank, and then I went to Asia and I put into practice all that I learned within that 2 years in that network marketing company and promote the health product and help people lose weight. So for me, an achievement to help somebody lost 54 kgs in 3 weeks was amazing. So now with my physical health, I've been doing intermittent fasting now for about 7 months. And it works really well because it helps you discipline yourself. I have set a goal to walk every day or exercise every day for 365 days. And I did that last year to this year. So all those little goals, it helps us grow from within, because if you're not growing, you're not able to help other people. And from your own experience, people can relate to you. Right now, I'm just going through a situation with my son because he's experiencing depression in the last year. And I'm always looking for ways to help and improve myself and help improve the relationship between him and I. But coming along to these presentations and production hours has helped me build the confidence to say or feel that I can do it. And no matter how often I fall, I just got to learn to get up and get going. So yeah, I totally agree with Julie. Write down your goals. Do something every day. And I do that. And actually writing down again, as Julie said, it just helps get things off you, because when it's on you, you can't get it off, so you can't move forward. So I totally agree that if something is weighing you down, write it out, rip it up, which I do, and throw it in the rubbish. Do it however you want to do it, but it really does get things off your chest. If you're not trusting or able to confide in anybody, that is a bit. And I just encourage everybody just to hang in there, do whatever it takes. And I believe the more people you go out and help, the more you will get back in return. So that's all from me today. Thank you.
Share. Thank you, Karameli. Does anyone else want to do a share as well? Or we're going to go straight into the that 7 levels deep. All good? Okay, so as I was touching on it before, is, you know, why are you here? So just have a think about that. And just think also, your past does not define your future. Doesn't matter what happened yesterday, everything that's happened through your life, it does not matter. Okay? all that matters right now is what is important for you to create these new results in your life. Okay, so what I want you to do is to go and you can do this exercise now, but you can also do it later, because I also would like you to be able, you've got to get emotionally attached to the outcome. When I first did it, I didn't cry. And then when we went through another process, man, I was bawling my eyes out. So, you know, that's what you want, because that's when you know you've got into your heart. And we've got to take, you know, especially if you're doing it with the crowd, is take away the expectation of it, take away the whole selling thing. It's like generally most people join this, you know, because they thought of money, but also that they'll be able to help other people. But we all know that it's a lot more than that. But it's still the vehicle that's going to help you get over the bridge. But you can't get over the bridge if you don't know what you want. You've got to start with the end in mind and then break it down to these little baby steps to get you there, one step at a time. And this is where we want to be able to help you. Once you know exactly what you want, then you can work out what are the things that are holding you back from achieving. So that's where you've got to write a whole list of things down. And yes, definitely, if you can burn it, but when you burn it with emotion. I was saying to Stephen earlier on that when I did this process just a couple of weeks ago, I was actually videoing because we had to do it onto a Facebook personal group. But I was actually not caught up in the emotion of letting go. And I've had all sorts of emotions coming up preparing my story for tonight. And yeah, just little things that are continually happening. It's just blowing my mind, and at the right time. So, you know, really important to get clear on what you want and why. Okay. And then what you do is you just keep saying to yourself, so why, you know, if you go and say, why is it success? Why is it for me to create these new results for my crowd one business? You know, work that out. But then you start writing, and then you go, so why is that important for you to do that, for you to succeed? Or why is it important for you to change what you're doing? Why is it important for you to give up work or to lessen your hours at work? You've got to remember, we all have the same amount of 24 hours in a day. And for the ones working full time, break it down into those 15-minute segments, you know, because you can do a lot in 15 minutes, sorry. Yeah. Actually, one thing I'm going to get you to do right now, just before that, is let's go and send 3 hello, how are you to people in your messenger group. Okay. And put a 3 in the comment when you've done that. Okay. So what you can do is go into Messenger, go on to people, see who's active, and then scroll right to the bottom. I've got all groups at the bottom of mine, but then come back to people that you haven't been in contact with for a little while. Man, I've been doing well. Just go, hello, how are you doing? Was just thinking about you today. Is everybody doing this? Put a smiley face. And actually copy and paste it if you want to. Would have been a great one to do this for Are You Okay Day. And I totally missed it.
True way.
Yeah. And a video would have even been better. Okay, there's my 3 done. How's everyone else going? Okay, 3 in the comment, done. Here's one reply coming in. I'm going to keep going. Even if they're total strangers, remember, turn strangers into friends and friends into family. Jody, well done, Jody. Now, Tammy, whoop, whoop. Okay, even if you haven't quite done your 3, give yourself a challenge today to go and do 3 or even more. Because actually, once you start doing it, what does it do? It creates that little bit of urgency. It creates energy. It increases your vibration. You start going, oh, yeah, that's cool. And then when you start getting those replies, it's like, oh, that's cool. I can do that again. Okay, it wasn't hard. Okay, so yes, with your 7 levels deep, keep going. Keep going on it. Focus on why it's important for you to create some new results. Why is it important? Why is it important? Why is it important? Keep going. Getting down to number 6, it'll say, based on your answer or your answers, what is the number 1 reason that you've decided on wanting to change and create this new result? And then what will that ultimately get you? So I'll get those written in the chat as well. So I also wanted to do another assignment. So that's your paradigm shift. And this is going to clear a lot of stuff for you. And you probably don't quite understand the power of it. But it's definitely does have a very, very good impact about releasing. It's like when you do a spring clean at home, what are you doing? You know, you're decluttering. And it just removes that weight off your shoulders. So whatever it is for you to be able to move on and clear the stuff. But I've got a couple more assignments, but I also want others' opinions, others' input on what assignments can you do for your team. Now, I'm not sure if you understand what an assignment is, but the assignment is the paradigm shift. So that's a really good one. Another one is just what I've done. You know, if you've got a round table, get your round table, your leaders to do it, then they can go back and do it with their teams. Yeah. But can you imagine, what have we got? 19 people on this call. So if we've got 19 people times what? 3, 21, 3, 4, what's that? 51. No, that's not right. 27, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 57. So that's 57 new contacts of conversations that you've just created. Can you imagine if you did 10 times 19, 190. If you did more, can you imagine if you've got 1,000 people in your team and each of them did 10, that's reaching out to a lot of people. So just remember, start the conversation, you know, if it's cold market, they're in your Facebook. If you've never actually sent a message, go in and go, you know, look, hey, I see we've been friends and we've never connected. I'd really like to change that. Go into their Facebook page, have a look at them, see what they do. Because you don't want to go, oh, what do you do, when you haven't looked at their Facebook page. Go in and see what they're about. Like, love something on it, put a comment on something if it resonates with you. These are just some tips about social media. Yeah. The other one is groups. So RT's not on here today, but she took a photo of a kookaburra, and she obviously loves her animals, but she went and put the photo of this kookaburra into the group, and she's had like over 100 people commenting on it. She's got some now people that she's having conversations with, which are going to turn into friends and friends into family and maybe business partners. So, you know, just use all our skills. But whatever it is that's holding you back, stuck, I don't like to use the word stuck, because I just think we haven't made that decision to go all in to do whatever it takes. Baby, you want to share, sweet?
More minutes. Do we have any other comments from anybody else before I?
The other thing you can do is go and wish everybody, you know, whose birthdays it is. I know Noel does it every day. I try to, but that starts conversation as well. Because obviously they're in your friends. Just go and say, you know, put it on their post, but always come back with a happy birthday, have a wonderful day. You know, they should come back and say thank you, but reply to them as well. Keep the conversation going. How are you? Go in and go through their Facebook page. Go and love heart, comment. Okay. Thank you, baby. Sorry.
So you're building that relationship, like you're getting warmer and warmer with them, because some people don't really want to talk much, especially when you're trying to get to know them, right? On Facebook, especially.
The know, like, and trust. No, like, and trust. Don't take the sales away from it. Because if you come across salesy, they're going to go, oh, that's the only reason he connected. Build that trust first.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The best conversations I've had in recent times is like just people that they're successful in their business and I'm successful in mine, and we haven't even talked about we've asked each other, oh, what do you do? And go yeah, but then we just carry on talking about life and about things all around that. And so just building that, and that may translate into business, it may not. But if it's so important to take away, I know we really want people to join us, I know that, but it's like, but sometimes it's sort of counterproductive, eh? Yeah. When you try to build a relationship to get them in, but if you take that away, it's actually better for us, and it's better for them. Everyone gets released in the process.
Yeah, you got to find their pain, and until you find their pain, don't try and sell it. You know, like, definitely, and that also will take away from the fire hosing.
Yeah,
definitely.
Right.
Faith or Noel, Josie, Leo, Rosita, come and have a share. Some of the things that, you know, this is where we can all come together to help share what you do on your daily method of operation that helps you move forward for your business. Social media, the biggest way you're going to get people following is when you do a live. Okay, we've got to give yourself a day, or just to go and do it.
We'll throw the agenda to Rosita. Rosita, unmute your microphone. You haven't said anything for a while, and she's been abandoning me attending us more on Zooms because she's working afternoon at the moment. So I've been like doing it by myself. So Rosita, unmute your microphone and share.
Hello, what do you want me to say?
Where have you been? Yeah, you haven't been listening. So you're in a meeting and you haven't been listening.
Oh, sorry, I was playing with the dog. Hi, everyone. Okay, I'll turn my camera on. Sorry, I'm in the office at the moment doing some work. Yeah.
So what do you, as a daily method of operation, Rosita, to, you're building a fantastic, great business. What do you do every day that you can share that could help somebody else on this call that works really, really well for you, whether it's through social media, or what do you find works for you?
Okay. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, well, everyone's different. I can't compare myself to everybody else, because what I do, some other people can't do. But for me, I find my own self, the way that I'm comfortable in, and what I can do, for me to be able to go forward in my business. So what I do is, because I started June last year, and then it was slow on the very first 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then when I got the rhythm, I took off with the with this business. And then now, as what Baby was saying earlier, yes, we will take off, and then there'll be time where where our business not going as fast as before. So therefore, you have to find different ways, what you can do so that you can, move forward in this business. Because I find that, a lot of us, a lot of us, especially in this network marketing, when we don't make money, or if our business doesn't grow, we tend to quit, stop. And that's the habit, and it's okay, because it's a natural thing for us to do these things. But we have to remember that we have a goal. We wanted to get to somewhere. We wanted to have the best Christmas ever. So what I've done in the past, I've gone I've gone back to work. It's only because I saw the opportunity. There was this opportunity that came along. It's not a forever job. It's only for this time during this coronavirus, because we're testing all the, the corona kit. And they needed people, good money. So for me, when I see opportunities, I jump into it. And because they're hiring a lot of people, and because at this time my business is slow. It's not slow, but it's still it's not as fast as before. So what I've done is that I wanted to find ways to to get more prospects. So I joined this company. I started this job, afternoon shift, and in that job there were lots of Kiwis. They hire a lot of Kiwis, and then my head going, bang. I'm gonna go in there. And I'm gonna build my business from new people, from in a new environment. So and that's what I've done. So what I've done before is different from what I'm doing now. So with social media, yes, it's I'm not as good as Robin, but yes, social media, we do get some prospects from there, but the personal, the face-to-face or the one-on-one, it's more effective. That's me. I'm different from any, so totally different. For me, I like things face-to-face. I wanted to do it personal with people. I like to sit down and talk to them. And that's what I've done now. I'm doing now. Now I've got this whole list of, from people with, from work. And I'm happy with it, because now I have new prospects and new people coming into my business, and these people that I'm going to run and help them, because I do believe that with Grow One, we have to put our works in. It's not easy, but we need to work hard. We really do need to work hard in our Grow One business. And at the same time, we gotta have fun. We can't just like business and no fun. We gotta have fun. We gotta have lots of fun. Have fun with your team. Have fun with yourself. Like, you go out, treat yourself like dinner or something. Don't just sit here and just like, and moan about, oh, this changes, this change that. But you're not doing anything, to lift your spirit up is to have fun, like, enjoy it. And lastly, you need to change the world, change the world, work hard, have fun, and change the world. If you can change someone's life, that's everything, because you are changing someone's life. So changing someone's life is helping that person. There are a lots of people out there that needs help, and you're sitting there with this amazing opportunity. If you don't get out there and help those people so that you can change their life, God will bless you with that, because they're successful, it's you're successful. And I always say that, every time when I do my meeting, and I always say to my people, I'm helping you to make money. I'm helping you. Let's make money together. You and me make money together, and me helping you to make money, I will make money at the same time, because you're successful is my successful. Yeah, so don't forget, work hard, have fun, and change the world. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, baby, for putting me on the spot. She always does that. My sister always does that. Oh, mind you, I do that sometimes too.
Yeah,
but
she knows you. You can handle it. Come on, Jendal.
She does it more to me than me to her.
All right, there you go, guys. It's top of the hour. So over to Julie and to baby to bring us home.
Okay, well, thank you all again for coming to our Zoom. I hope you are inspired with our message today. You are the architect of your own happiness. As I said before, know who you are, know where you come from, be very clear of your goals. Don't forget that you can deviate if you must, so that you can get to your end. Your end in mind. So yeah, know who you are, love yourself, help people, do all of these nice things, because if you do along the way, as Rosita was saying, if you serve somebody else, you will be also helping yourself. I mean, you will be successful yourself as well, because you've done that. So thank you. So Julie.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your shares. Baby, thank you. Amazing topic again. So, yeah, really take on board the homework, the assignment, because this is where it's all very well learning, but actually it's the action of doing is where the exercise and where the magic happens. So when you go to burn the things that aren't serving you, if you say, I'm releasing these paradigms, they do not serve me. They don't even belong to you, because if you actually wrote down procrastinating, where does that come from? You'll find it's just a word that's been programmed in here. Yeah, a lot of stuff has been programmed that we can just release. So really get into it, release it, and release it with the emotion attached to it. But also at the end of it, turn around and just give yourself, a little 5 minutes, or just sit down and listen to a meditation. Just take 5 minutes for you and go, thank you. I love you. I approve of you. You're on your right journey. I'm deserving. I'm worthy. I'm capable of anything I want. And once you do your 7 levels, you're going to know what you want. So you're getting clearer. But I'd love some of your feedback as well, how the exercise went for you, and what things happen, because I know the power in it, and I know things are happening for me. So it's definitely do the exercise, trust the process, and yeah, let's go and make the rest of today absolutely incredible day. And I will see you online at